Welcome everyone to another game between Capoch and Valas. This is another game on Kawasan. I believe the last game I casted with these guys was on Kawasan as well. Perhaps not, but it was. This time we've got two civs that look ready to go for this map. We've got Valas up here on the northern west side of the map with the Italians. Very good mixed map civ and a good civ against cavalry civs if the Genoese crossbowmen can come out. On the other side, we have Capoch playing as the Huns. A civ known for their mobility, known for them not building houses. These houses are just because of the map gen. You start with houses. They're not actually Hun houses that make a difference here. So they're really just here for fun. And they are also known as a great mixed map civ because they don't have to spend early wood on houses. Civs and wood early on, allowing their eco to be really strong. This game we get to see both players docking the southern pond here. So that'll be interesting as both players will see. They'll be fighting over the southern pond immediately. And Capoch, it looks like he's going to dock both ponds. He's going for this water control right off the bat against the Italians. That's going to be a little bit tough. He knows which pond that Valas is on. As he's scouted the whole way around this northern pond, knows then that Valas is on the southern pond. Now, the scouts are in on Capoch's wood line. Valas has gone for the scout rush, gotten a villager kill before being pushed away by the 3 archers. But 3 archers is not enough. 4 archers is not enough to defend against 4 scouts. These scouts are going to be a real problem. Spearmen on the way out here for Capoch to try and deal with this, but already lost the villager, the Eco KD 1-0 in favor of Valas. Now, if we can take a quick look at the maps, where you can see some nice wood lines and some great wall potential here for Valas. Very wallable map with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wood lines. He'll be able to string together to wall, or he can make that 4. But over here, you can see Capoch, really wide open map. Just, where's his wood lines? So I would say this map gen, if it was a tournament map, I would say this is big advantage to Valas, and the map scripter should take a look at it. But neither player here seems to be noticing. They're not worried about this water yet. They are in feudal age. They can make navy, but they're not just yet. Surprised about that. Neither person really notices that the other one's there, I guess. Now, the Spearman Archer combo is great if you get the walls up, but Capoch has no way to get the walls up here, as the Huns and the Italians doing the scout rushing, so a little backwards, from what you would normally think of. You'd think of the Italians going with the Archer path, but Skirmisher's going to be coming out for Valas. We'll see the classic of Scout Skirm versus Spearman Archer. And really, the Spearman Archer combo there, I think it really loses that. Although, there's not a lot of... It's very micro-dependent. But see, the skirms take out both the spears and the archers. And the scouts have enough mobility to get out of trouble. As another villager is taken out for Capoch, the spearman being dropped as well. The KD 4-0. The Eco KD 3-0. But the archers now in on the gold. Capoch has 5 archers with fletching in on the gold, and that's 1 villager down. It's got to be 2, right? Oh, that villager gets away with just a couple hit points, and then the archers pushed away by 3 skirmishers. Still no reaction on the water here. But this army of scouts and skirms, a big problem. More villagers gonna be pulled. Villagers pulled for the defense. Very tough to defend against. No, the skirms don't do any damage to anything, really. But they will whittle down the spearmen and wreck the archers. The scout just kind of hanging out over here for Capoch. I would love to see that get walled in just for fun. Killed with a skirmisher. But that's, the Eco KD now 5-2 in favor of Valas. Capoch, I'd say struggling, but Capoch crossbow on the way. He's gone Castle Age much more quickly. I didn't notice that. Panic TC coming down. A knight is out, and the knight just changes everything. 1 Hun knight cleans up this entire military for Valas as the crossbows come in, and then I would expect these crossbows to turn into cav archers in a hurry. As the stable's been dropped for those cav archer cavalry upgrades, and the crossbows over here dropping the villagers for Valas. Valas now in trouble. The score is just switching back and forth as Valas has now hit the next stage and is going to be going knights. This is so unique. Our Italian player going knights and our Hun player going crossbows, which is pretty normal. Realistically, that's not unexpected. But just waiting for the cav archers to come out, and I'm not seeing Capoch going for those cav archers. He's built a second town center to protect his base, and this really is the central area of his base now. Is this just completely unprotected? This gold more protected. He's abandoned this gold, this mill, this whole side of his base where he started. He's really just moved over here between these two wood lines. Valas, much better base layout to begin with, and dropping town center himself. As soon as the fighting is done in this area. Okay, now he's able to drop the town center. Now the Navy starts to play a role here as Valas finally noticing Capoch on the same pawn. Capoch finally noticing he's on the same pawn. Both players going for Navy now as well to mix into this very spicy game that we're getting here, which you get in Empire Wars. That's what we love about Empire Wars, constant fighting from about the second minute. As the military's 19-8, this crossbow armies, something that Valas just can't fight. But he does have these knights out, and these knights are something that Capoch is not able to keep up with. It's especially as he continues into crossbows, playing crossbows with an open base against knights. Valas, not sure about this. Like, these three knights, they could be there. Too late now. See, there, those knights, oh, go. Gotta get the knights there. Valas needs to get these knights in, or else the game's gonna go south very quickly. The knights are here. This town center's gonna have to be quick walled in. If these knights were here 20 seconds sooner or so, it would have made a massive difference. And villagers getting killed, 4 villagers down there. But does that really matter? Now, the Palisade Gate is really not a great decision here. Oh, it's going to work out it's going to be just enough. The HP on these things as they're being built is just not there. But it works out. Now, some more villagers just idle, standing around. That's going to be a lot of dead bills. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to say 3, 4 more down. The Eco Katie, 17-9 in favor of Valas, who's trying to take the middle, but that's not going to happen. The middle control, yeah, you got to run out of there. And the conversion comes in on that knight. So the monk crossbow play is going to work out very well here for Capoch, as Valas struggling to get any military out. Siege needs to be on the way. Siege needed to be on the way sooner. Siege is not on the way. You're going to need Siege to come back from this, because that's a big crossbow army. You don't have anything to deal with that. Now, you got these exposed gold mine. That one. Just keep him off. The gold in the stone. So you've got to have these knights running around all the time, finding damage where they can. And Capoch has cleared up the water as well. Capoch with both pawns, with a 5 eco lead, in spite of all. Now, the 5 eco lead is 3 fishing ships there and 6 there. So there's actually more villagers on the field. There's the siege. More villagers on the field for Valas. Something to remember. But it doesn't matter. It's still important. And this monk still has the conversion coming in. That's definitely going to come in. Make sure to kill the monk. Yep. Kill the monk. Sniped off the crossbow too, but, well, no. Wants to snipe off the knight because he's trying to go siege. Issue with going siege is when your opponent has monks, they convert your knights, kill your siege, and then it doesn't work out. Monks of his own now coming out for Valas. This is a tough situation, though, for Valas to try to come back from. I think he's definitely losing this game. However, the scores are bouncing around back and forth. But look at the population, 76 pop against 111. This has to be just scouting difference. As you can see, Valas has scouted much of the map, whereas Capoch has as well. I don't know what the big difference in score, or how the score is quite so close. Like, where is Valas getting this score from? With Capoch having water, that normally gives you a big score boost. So I don't really understand. The KD is in favor of Valas, but not massively. Now, there's just 6 exposed vills there. The Cav archers are out now. Now the game begins to change. The mobility is going to be, the same for both. You got to notice that. Here, let's. Has not, in fact, noticed this stone mine. You got to notice that stone mine and get the vill kills there, but getting some other vill kills in the meantime. Go ahead and boink that farm while you're there and run away. Another vill kill. Continuing to kill villagers all the time. But there's this one weak knight back here. Gonna be doing some damage. And one knight there. Valas struggling to have military. As the siege coming out for Capoch as well. Really, I don't see a road back for Valas from here. As the dock is going down and complete water control will stay. I really don't see a road back. The fight comes in. Oh, it was going to be a castle drop. That didn't work out at all. These villagers just standing here. The knight coming in, gonna snipe off this siege. Okay, the castle gonna come in. I don't know if this castle goes up. All the siege is down. The army moves in for Capoch. This is GG right here. Deletes the castle, runs back here to place it back here. It's gotta go up there or else the game is over. That's gotta be panicked up. That army's coming in. They're not gonna hang out. They're not gonna wait around. All these crossbowmen and cav archers are going to come in. You need 100 villagers building this castle, Valas. You've got to get that up, like, now. And he realizes it. Everybody pulled to try to get this castle up. Okay, it is going to go up, but there's going to be a cost. Even though the vill numbers are fairly close, that castle going up, the Genoese crossbow do really well against cav archers, but not so good against regular crossbows. And not so good against Meganels. The raid's continuing. I like this. Valas hasn't seen this stone, which is unfortunate for him. But continuing the raids. Now, castle coming up for Capoch, who's going to be headed to Imp in a pretty, reasonable amount of time. And Valas just not making military, doesn't know what to make. What can he make? Don't know either. Looks like he's quick walling this area of his base, but it should just be a house there and a quick wall there. This TC gonna get pressured down. This archery range is gonna get pressured down. This TC could get pressured down, and the whole area of his base could be gone. And Imp clicked for Capoch. If Valas knew that, I think he would call the GG right now. A 4th town center coming in to protect this area. Not really for villager production, just for protection. The cav archers, they have free reign of the whole base. I don't understand this quick wall thing here. Like, what does that really accomplish against cav archers? And some siege coming out. But, even the best shots in the world, he could clean all of this up and still be behind. Oh, well, that's a good start. That is a great start. Goes ahead and cleans up all the crossbowmen. And does some dancing and a 1-for-1 trade on the Mangonel. So that is a great start. And a castle over here on the right-hand side. But Imperial Age is halfway in for Valas. And no protection for all these villagers. This castle's too late to save the center portion of Valas. Eco, he has to move out of the middle of his base. He doesn't even have an army. Does not have an army. Masonry coming in for the castle fight, or the Treb War, but there's not even going to be a Treb War. Only one player here is going to make it to Imperial Age. That's just going to be Capoch. I think when the imp comes in, Capoch, Valas probably calls the GG. I'm going to give this game 40 seconds more. 30 seconds till imp, 10 seconds to look around. Realize it is over. Valas has come back on water over here. Not that it matters at this point in the game. It's a little bit late for that. That's how the villager numbers are even again. Now all the Cav archers have dropped. The KD massively in favor of Valas. But imp is in. 10 seconds. All right, Valas is going to continue to play, but what's he going to do when the trebs come out? Does he know? He knows about the castle, right? Yeah, he knows about the castle. What is he going to do with trebs? I guess the castle's far enough away back there. University dropped. He wants to go imp and make bombard cannons to deal with the trebs. Bombard cannon Genoese crossbow would be great. Can you get there? Are you going to have a base left? 12 Genoese crossbowmen is not a lot against the military, very mixed military of Valas. These two onagers, or mangonels, just enough to deal with everything. Chemistry on the way in here. Imp on the way in for Valas. He's got to win this 2-1. He's got to take out both of those mangonels. Oh, that was so close. Good splits there. Yeah, I'm trying to double click these. Did eat a big shot though, and that matters. That matters. That absolutely matters here. Because it's not the pierce armor that makes these things amazing. It's their damage output, and they can't output damage when they're dead. It's gotta get a 2-for-1. It's possible. Too late. Nope. He knew it was going down. Gets a hit in on the Cav archers, but hardly any damage there. And this one mangonel keeps him from pushing in on these trebs. He could Vil Rush these trebs if this mangonel wasn't here. Because he could push in with the Genoese crossbows, and the Genoese crossbows are going to beat the Cav archers. Well, maybe not in these numbers. These numbers aren't very tasty. Ooh, Garrison the TC. You might be able to get it. No. And not a kill. Not a kill indeed. 3 trebs. You can repair against 3 trebs, but really, once the 4th one comes out, he's going to go ahead and split up and attack both sides at once. Valas getting iron casting. Condo switch incoming. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. It's going to Vil Rush this treb down. But really, is that... Look at this outpost rushing. Not really the classic MBL outpost rush. This is actually to see what's going on back here. But pretty funny stuff. Imperial Age chemistry incoming. This treb being Vil Rushed down. The next treb in danger of being Vil Rushed down. But all these villagers going to die very quickly. Yep, next treb in danger of being Vil Rushed down. And over here, the Genoese crossbowmen can fight this. This castle down, town center down, villagers running. Where's the GG? Valas, you're dead, my man. You're dead. Oh, this is not it. No. Oh. These Cav archers are just too much. This TC gonna go down. No way. What? Oh, Vil Rushing everything. Vil Rush everything. Valas, Vil Rushing down this mangonel. Maybe. Wow, that thing is speedy, apparently. And gets the hit in on that. This TC doesn't even get up. Vils are just dead. It's 188 pop to 107. Just believe in these Genoese crossbowmen. He knows the Huns have nothing to deal with Genoese crossbowmen. And that is true. A few bombard cannons here would make a massive difference. But this looks like it to me. I don't see how he can stop it. And indeed, he cannot. This has been a stomp by Capoch. really looked rough for him as the scout rush worked out very well for Valas at the beginning, but otherwise, Capoch just showing why he's a dominant player at this Empire Wars um, game mode. Really dominant game by Capoch with the worst KD throughout, but just the trebs, the timings, the eco, just so much better overall in this game. Always had the position, just really won this game. Well, I hope you enjoyed as these players prepare for Red Bull. I'm excited. Can't wait for Red Bull Legacy. I hope you enjoyed this video.